Hello, everyone. It's Thursday, Halloween, October 31st, and thanks for being with us. And we've got several things to run through. We just did an incredible thing, outside, and we just did a ceremonial bill signing for Senate Bill 2033, and it basically cut the personal income tax by an additional 2%. I could go on and on and on about this, but just this. Absolutely, West Virginia needs to stay on the path of getting rid of your personal income tax. If you do that, there'll be opportunity, there'll be jobs, there'll be so much goodness come to West Virginia, it's off the chart. In order to do that, we've got to stay on the path. Now, we did 21.25%, then we triggered and did 4 more percent, and now we did an additional 2 more percent. We still got a ways to go. There's no question about that. But right now, we're teetering on 27+% that we've gotten rid of. You saw that great big sign up there, and it says basically, $1 billion of tax relief to our people in West Virginia now, every single year. Every single year, that's going to absolutely happen. What's going to happen? Those people are going to spend their money. Hopefully, they're going to spend most of their money here in West Virginia, whether it be, tuition for their kids, or it be, help with the Thanksgiving meal or presents at Christmas time. So many good things are happening in West Virginia, and the people deserve it. It's not our money. We have honestly right now, $2.5 billion that's in rainy day funds or PIT funds or whatever it may be. What this additional 2% represented was 1/54th of the money that we have in buckets all over the place right now. We probably could have done more, but I'm thankful to the legislature that we did this. And it won't change anybody's life instantaneously. But what it will do is send that signal to the world that West Virginia is on a pathway. They're on a pathway, and they're absolutely committed to getting rid of their personal income tax. So for all of us, for the House, the Senate, all the great people that absolutely helped get this thing through, plus the great people in the governor's office, I couldn't be more happier. You see right there, I lifted the little silver deal off the plate. At one time, I did that not long ago. Well, it's a pretty good while ago now. The first budget that we tried to get across the finish line. And it was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. Nowhere to turn, nowhere to go. Absolutely, this state's so bankrupt, it's unbelievable. And when I lifted the silver lid, what did I have under it? Cow dupe. And now I lift the silver lid, and what it's got under it is gold bars. Gold bars of goodness that is happening right now in this state all over the place. Now, I'm going to only be your governor another couple of months, but please keep it going. Please keep it going. Absolutely, so many depend on it. We've cut taxes in the state of West Virginia, and you don't need that picture anymore. But we've cut taxes in the state of West Virginia 26 times now. And whether it be for our vets, or it be for the elderly, or it be the PIT, whatever it may be, child care, on and on and on, 26 times. And what has it done? Brought more and more and more goodness. Just think, tourism's exploding. Our roads are getting repaired everywhere you turn. Absolutely, economic development is happening everywhere. The Nucors, the Berkshire Hathaways, the major companies of this world are coming to West Virginia. They're coming here. Tourism, like I said, is flat exploding in West Virginia. We've repaired our parks. We have done so much. Now, you got to keep it going. I couldn't be more proud than to sign this bill. on Halloween on a unspectacularly beautiful day in West Virginia. So with all that being said, another 2% for the goodness that Toby and Edith do every single day. And we should always remember they're why we're here. Okay, today I'm announcing another $13.9 million in grants that have been awarded to 36 transportation and trail projects across West Virginia. More good stuff, more good stuff. There's 1.54 million of this money that's going to the Martinsburg Creekside Trail, 1.5 million that's going to the Ransom Fifth Avenue Streetscape Project, 500,000 to the Hatfields and McCoy's trails. You know, it's awful good stuff, and I congratulate all those and everything. Let's just keep it going, keep things going. You know, our veterans, we owe, I mean, gosh, come on. To our active military and our veterans, we owe everything we got to them. We really do. So today I'm announcing our Veterans Salute Savings, where it's a special deal where veterans and military members receive a 50% discount off lodge and cabin stays at any of our state parks. So with all that being said, come and enjoy, and absolutely it's our way to maybe give back just a little bit more. You know, we should be giving more and more and more to our veterans all the time. Okay, I want to talk about some miners. You know, I'm awfully close to the mining industry, and I see these people grab their dinner bucket and their hard hat and go to work every day, and my goodness gracious, they do such amazing work. It's off the chart and everything. But we had a group of miners that there was, and I want to get this exactly right, from Bat Cave to Chimney Rock. You know, there was a group of miners, you see them right there. I think those folks work for Alpha and everything, and there was people that were basically, for all practical purposes, trapped, and they couldn't get in and out at all and everything. And they said, well, this road is going to take months and months and months, if not even years, to be able to get repaired and get back to where it could be used and everything. And these guys went on their own. They went on their own to fix that road and to make these great people of North Carolina just make their lives just a little bit better. In fact, a whole lot better right there. They did it in a little over a week, and so they should be commended in every way. Heroes again in my book, and so I congratulate all of them and everything, and it's just some really, really good stuff. A terrible hurricane came through, of all places, in western North Carolina, but great work, guys. Okay, the hospital in Fairmont. At one point in time, you know, it was proposed to me over and over and over, we need to close the hospital, don't we? Nowhere to turn, got to close it, not worth having. It's just going downhill, more and more and more. You know, I went up there, I met with the docs and the nurses and all that, and they were just torn all to pieces and everything. Nowhere to turn, can't do anything, got to shut it down. And I said, no way. And we put some money in it and everything, and lo and behold, then we got WVU involved, and boom. Now get this. Today, I'm excited to announce that the John Manchin Senior Health Care Center in Fairmont has received a 5-star rating from the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. This hospital is knocking it out of the park right now. All we had to do was believe. All we had to do was absolutely turn them loose. We had to absolutely chip in a few bucks, and lo and behold, look what's happened. So for WVU, for all those at the hospital and everything, congratulations in every way. God bless. Good stuff. Okay, we just concluded an energy summit here in West Virginia and everything, and you know, one thing that I want to do is congratulate a good friend, you know, a fellow senator, if I make it there and everything, but, you know, a great senator in West Virginia, Shelley Moore Capito, and she's just been named to the first ever West Virginia Women in Energy Award. And so, Shelley, you're very deserving of this great award and everything, and we congratulate you in every way. First ever woman to be able to have gotten that award, and so we congratulate in every way. Okay, we were at WVU a couple days ago. We did a bill signing. It's House Bill 206 and everything, which provided another couple of $1 million for the Neuroscience Institute, the Rockefeller Neuroscience Institute. And Dr. Renai is doing an unbelievable job there. And there you see him. He's in the white coat, I think, if I can see clearly enough. But, but we're joined by, Gordon Gee, our president, and they presented me, I forgot about this, they presented me with this and everything. It's, I think probably, I don't know if that jersey would quite fit, but nevertheless, quite an honor and everything. But this great university, it's just hard to imagine. I mean, really and truly, if you go and you see, and my family, my grandkids, all kinds of us are being treated at WVU now, and really and truly the amazing work they're doing there is off the chart, and in so many different areas. Dr. Renai is doing stuff, with Alzheimer's. He's doing stuff with, with addiction, all kinds of different things. It's just unbelievable what all he's doing and all the good stuff that's happening right at WVU. And again, so many people have sold West Virginia way short. And we just keep knocking it out of the park, and let's continue to do exactly that. But the other things I got to report is Kathy on their therapy dogs in schools. I think tomorrow they're going to place the 42nd therapy dog, and it's been a gigantic success. And Communities in Schools is just absolutely just doing great work. But this part of what's happening with Communities in Schools is really neat. They just placed the 41st dog, and its name is Chester, and its new home is Preston High School, and I think that's what you were, seeing right there. But good stuff. I remind you about, I can't believe we still got these leaves on the trees, and they're beautiful beyond belief, and we all thought they were going to all dry up, and we weren't going to have any color and everything, and then we got those rains, and before you know it, the trees just, took off, and the way I see it over and over and over, and I tell you all the time, but it's just God showing off to me. That's all there is to it. It's beautiful beyond belief, and we thank Him for it. But get out and enjoy this incredible state while this weather is still beautiful and the leaves are still there, and go see all this great state, that absolutely just salutes almost heaven. I guess I've got one more thing. Our AML grants. The recap on all that and everything is we went to Milan Park. We did $1 million there for an RV project. A KOA campground and everything. Good stuff. If you haven't been to Milan Park recently, you need to go. I mean, it is unbelievable what those people have done up there. And you talk about a success story that's off the chart. The folks at Milan Park and everything, Ron Everhart and all the different people there, all the great stuff that they've done, that you should go. You wouldn't believe honestly, the people that are coming from out of state and enjoying Milan Park and enjoying the whole area and everything. They got to have places to stay, and KOA and what we're doing there with cabins and everything, it just makes it better and better. We were also at the Wheeling Gateway Center. This is the first in West Virginia to where we're doing a welcome center, in conjunction with the city and everything. And right there is a $4.4 million grant and everything. And they're going to have a welcome center right downtown. We're going to get people off the interstate and bring them downtown, and let absolutely the world see downtown how great Wheeling is and all the great stuff about it. There's Secretary Ruby with me. What a job she's done. I mean, my gracious sakes of living. I salute her in every way, and just keep doing the great work, Chelsea, and really and truly more good stuff happening in Wheeling. We've been to Wheeling a ton. I mean, that's all there is to it. And so, but boy, they're doing some exciting things there, and what an area for growth and good stuff in West Virginia. There's more AML grants on the way. We'll let you know about them when we get them and everything, and that's all I've got for right now. Thank you.
Thank you, Governor. We'll now take questions from members of the media. Our first question today is from Charles Young with WV News.
Charles Young with WV News. I recently read an interview that you did with the National Review during one of your stops in Pennsylvania. In that interview, you mentioned a couple of the Senate committee assignments you were looking at, you'd hopeful to receive. I think you mentioned the Finance Committee and the Energy and Natural Resources Committee. I was wondering if you could talk a little bit about, why you want to be assigned to those committees and what you think you could bring to the state in those positions. Thank you.
Well, Charles, I'm a business guy. I've said it over and over and over, have I not? And really, it's never really mattered to me whether you're a Democrat or Republican. I think first and foremost we're Americans. And what is my expertise? My expertise has always been the numbers. I can buzz the numbers like crazy, and I can do it really quickly. And really and truly, when it really boils down to it, I don't know how I could be in a better place than on the Finance Committee. But, just to tell it like it is, probably that committee is sought after in a big way, and who knows? I mean, you're a freshman, senator, if that happens and everything, and so getting on that committee may not happen. From the other standpoint, what am I the best at? Well, for crying out loud, I surely know a ton about energy, do I not? And in this state, absolutely, we need absolutely representatives, because we need a national energy policy so bad it's off the chart. We don't have a national energy policy, and we've got a $35 trillion deficit. We could be the Saudi Arabia of the whole universe, and we all know, and you don't need to get me started, but we all know that every single country on this planet, no matter how small that they are, the more energy they have, the healthier they are and the longer they live. Absolutely, Charles, for us to think we can do without fossil fuels today is frivolous. It's crazy, and all we would do is blow our own legs off for China and India. It's just not smart at all. We need an energy policy. It surely would make more sense to me than anything to have a guy, that'd be sitting there on the energy committee and everything that really knows a whole lot about energy. And from the benefits to West Virginia, we'll just take it from there. That's just all there is to it. But with all that being said, Charles, there are so many different things and so many different projects, really and truly, that finance could bring to West Virginia. And energy could bring to West Virginia. That's where I think I'd be my best. But I'll be my best at wherever they decide to put me to.
Charles, thank you. Next up is Mark Curtis with Nexstar Media.
Good afternoon, Governor and fellow reporters and staffers. Governor, I got a question from a viewer on the heels of these recent school consolidations in several West Virginia counties. The question was, Governor, school boards across the state have been voting to close and consolidate schools, leaving communities from eastern Kanawha County to Randolph, Greenbrier, and Wood counties devastated. Given the ballooning cost of the Hope Scholarship Program and its contributing to these school closures, do you have any regrets about supporting the legislation?
Mark, I don't have regrets at all about supporting, Choice and Hope Scholarship and on and on and on. I don't have any regret whatsoever about supporting Choice. But I would tell you this, that I would absolutely source every possibility that I could possibly do if I were on a school board, because these are local decisions. But I would beat the drum as hard as I could beat it to not close the schools. When you close a school in one of our communities, you're jerking the guts out of that community. And really and truly, when I was on the school board in Raleigh County, I lost, but we lost 3-2. But Marsh Fork High School, was on the chopping block. And I tried every way within me for that to not happen. You know, it was terrible, just plain terrible. And so I get it. I get it, the economics and all that stuff. I get all that. But with all in me, I think just super exhaust the alternatives before we just up and just fall prey to, well, nothing I could do, you know, because I don't like it. I don't like it when we close schools.
Thank you, Mark. Next up is Brad McElhaney with West Virginia Metro News.
Hi, Governor. Happy Halloween. When Donald Trump was president before, he regularly pushed Republicans in the U.S. Senate to end the current standard that requires 60 votes to advance most legislation. In 2017, he said, the very outdated filibuster rule must go. You might be a U.S. Senator. Do you support or oppose keeping the Senate filibuster? Thank you.
You know, at the end of the day, Brad, I would say hands down, keep it. You know, now, granted, I would be the first to say that I need to get there and I need to get a whole lot more information and you know, and it may very well be that, you know, that more information leads me a different way. But right now, for what I know and everything, you know, I would say keep it.
Brad, thank you. Next up is Robert Castillo with WVVA.
Hey, Governor, it's Robert Castillo from WVVA. I wanted to get your thoughts on an issue involving West Virginia's 6th Senate District. Democratic candidate Jeff DeCibio says he was left off of nearly 700 early voting ballots in Mingo County on Monday, and the Secretary of State's office confirmed there was an issue there. And this is the second time Mingo County has had troubles during the election process. In the May primary, voter irregularities were also reported as well. What are your thoughts on the most recent issue and what should be done? Thank you.
Well, what should be done from the governor's office is turn it over to the Secretary of State, and they've got it, you know, and they're the ones that handle this, and so they're working with the folks in Mingo County. The other thing I would say, and you know me, I don't dodge anything, at least I sure try not to dodge anything, and but we got to do better. We got to do better in Mingo County, but we got to do better all over the place all the time, you know. And I'm not suggesting that that in West Virginia we're not doing good, but I absolutely want us to do better, and I want all of these states across the union to do better. You know, these mistakes shouldn't happen. I mean, that's all there is to it. There's no point in me dancing around that. It shouldn't happen. And our Secretary of State will handle it and handle it properly and everything. And that's what we do in West Virginia. When we got a problem, we try to handle it. You know, but everywhere I've been, you know, and I've been a lot of places. I've been to a lot of different places and everything in the last, you know, few weeks and everything. But voters are constantly concerned. They're constantly concerned about, you know, about some kind of voter fraud or cheating or whatever it may be. They're absolute gun shy all across this nation, and we've got to do, well, I'm sure we are doing a lot better, but we've got to do, you know, I would always say, you know, what I said with the National Guard and COVID, and I said, you know, instead of just, you know, tripling whatever the situation would be, I said triple the triple. You know, and really and truly what we should be doing as far as to assure that we have real confidence, not only in West Virginia, but in all states, we should triple the triple to make sure we have that confidence.
Robert, thank you. Everyone else, thank you as well. Governor, back to you.
Okay, all I can say is happy Halloween. My phone's ringing, I'm gonna cut that off. Happy Halloween to everybody. Celebrate what you've accomplished in West Virginia. You have accomplished another tax cut, and absolutely what could have been a better day than to cut taxes again in West Virginia. It's great stuff. Get out and enjoy Halloween with a kid. Now go do that. Get out and enjoy with a kid. It will absolutely touch your soul. Do something and have it with children as much as you possibly can. They need you. They need you badly. There's too many things pulling at our kids today. Help them. Talk to them. Mentor them. Absolutely do good stuff. Enjoy time with the children. You know, it'll make you feel good. God bless you in every way. Happy Halloween.